with y'all. I'm going to be reading Sandman. I'm so excited. I heard this book is amazing. I'm super excited to start reading it. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to tell people to come and join. Actually, I have something to show you guys. Oh my God. Look at this shirt that my boyfriend got me. So good. So good. Yeah, I'm going to tell people to come. Y'all are probably like, what is going on with this girl? She has issues, but yeah, we're gonna read together, y'all. Are you hyped to read with me? Are y'all hyped? Like, I know I am. I'm hyped to be reading with y'all. I'm gonna invite some people to come on Twitter and stuff. But how are you doing? How y'all doing? I'm dead. I'm hyped. I'm inviting people. Yes, y'all. I'm going to be reading The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Fun fact, Neil Gaiman is literally one of my favorite writers of all time. And yes, I freaking read in bed. Like, I do not need to read elsewhere. I read in my bed. I write in my bed. I eat in my bed. I don't shit in my bed. But you get the idea. You get the idea. I'm comfy in my bed, right? Like, that's the vibe. Yeah, I'm inviting people on Twitter to come. Inviting people to the I'm sorry. I have issues, y'all. I'm super excited to read this. I think it's gonna be tight. I'm hyped to read. I'm hyped to read. Ooh. So cool. I'm so hyped to read. I'm posting on freaking I need to take another photo. You can't see this. Can't see the what I'm doing very well, fortunately. Done. Where did it go? I'm dead. I said that I was going to be reading, and why am I texting? Why am I on my phone? Why am I on my phone? I'm fake. I'm fake. Okay. Now it's time to read. Okay. I'm going to be reading The Sandman. Look at this cool shirt that my boyfriend got me. I love it. I almost want to wear it, but it's actually insane. Maybe on another reading live, I'll wear it. But for now, I'm just going to read Sandman with y'all, chill on some chill ish, you know? I'm trying to see what's the best way to position the computer. I think maybe here. What do y'all think? Do you think this is a good position? Maybe this is better, actually. Like this way. Then I move over. Yeah. 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 It's reading time. Reading Rainbow. It's reading Rainbow time. Okay. I'm reading Sandman. It's a graphic novel. If you don't think this is something you can read, okay, this is not sponsored, but I do love the app Goodreads. So I'm going to add the Sandman. Is this volume one? The Sandman. And this is like preludes and nocturnes. Yeah, it's volume one. So it's the first Sandman period. Yeah. So I'm gonna add it to my books currently reading, and hopefully by the end of this live, I will have read it all. So let's read together. If you guys are reading, let me know. Neil Gaiman is hands down one of my favorite authors. Okay, I'll read the introduction to you because this is interesting. I'll admit I'm a bit at loss as what to say, what to do here. If you've already read The Sandman, what can I tell you that you already don't know deep in the secret cordons of your heart? You know this story is lovely, brilliant, and sweet and strange. You know it's beautiful and deep and wry and wondrous. You know. If you read this book, you know nothing I can say is as good as what waits for you ahead. So go. Stop reading this and go. If you haven't read this book and are perhaps standing in the bookstore or a comic shop wondering if it's worth your time, what can I say to convince you? Should I wax I can't oh, rhapsodic. Oh, that was hard to say. It's like rhapsody, but episodic. Okay, rhapsodic. Get lyrical and grandiose. Reference some of the story funnier notes so I seem more clever than I really am. No, I love this book too much. I don't want to spoil it. Secret Sword steal its thunder. So let me tell you the simple truth. No hyperbole. The Sandman changed my life. It's not often you get to say that and mean it, but it's true. And if that's not enough to convince you, I guess all that's left for me to say is tell you a story or two because that's what I do. Stories are important after all. I came to comics late in life. I can't tell you why. I was a voracious reader as a kid, going through pretty much every picture book in the local library until finally I started chapter books around age 9. Then I read a novel or two a day until I finished high school. Even as I slouched through college, comics simply weren't on my radar. It didn't occur to me to read them. It didn't occur to me that they might be worth reading. Add a couple thousand fantasy sci-fi novels under my belt, and my classes were exposing me to Shakespeare, Chaucer, Sanskrit theater, and Harlem Renaissance poets. I'd read Rothy, Frost, and Brooks, and Baldwin, but comics? That was like Garfield, right? And superheroes? I didn't spare any thought for them, and when I did, I assumed they were, and I'm ashamed to write this now. Silly bullshit for kids. I was well into my 20s when at a weekend long party, I sat down in a quiet corner and idly picked up the copy of The Dark Knight Returns. I read the whole thing straight through, completely lost in it, deaf to the riot and welter around me. Hours later, I hunted down the person who had brought the book. I shook at them angry, incredulous, demanding, "Is it all as good as this?" "Oh no, but some of it's close." At first he gave me Watchmen, and it floored me despite the fact I don't know any superhero mythology from a hole in the ground. Next came The Sandman, and it was unlike any story I'd ever read, in any genre, in any medium. I remember thinking, can you do this? Can you have Odin and angels and fairies and witches and just everything all at once in the same story? Is this allowed? It lit me up inside. I wouldn't shut up about it. I'd give it to people and say, you have to read this. It's like Shakespeare. I blush a little now remembering that. It's not the best comparison. It's just that back then, Shakespeare was the best thing I'd read. The truth is, Shakespeare wishes he wrote something this good. But let's back up. I prefer to be fully honest here. I didn't feel that way about Sandman immediately, not right out the gate. I read this first graphic novel and liked it well enough. Preludes and Nocturnes is lovely. It introduces the world, the characters, there's a nice little plot, tension, mystery, hero's journey, mythic underpinning, descendant to the underworld, vengeance, recovery of self. Got my RDA of manner of awesome, cool. But I kept reading and the storytelling got looser. But I was still happy. Shakespeare shows up. I dig that. There's fairy tales and what? Are we in Africa now? Wait, is someone telling a story about the story inside of a story? Okay, that's cool. I guess this series is more like a bunch of different stories, but they're all interesting. So who really cares if they have much to do with one another? Then I kept reading and there was a little plot line, a new character or two, and hold on, wait. Does this all fit together? Has it all fit together from the beginning? Has everything been leading to an ending? Oh Lord. I never knew a story could be like this. I reread this series in grad school and it comforted me at a time when I desperately needed comfort. The next semester I used a section of it during the single brief shining semester I got to teach ancient literature. The Sandman changed the way I thought about the stories. It taught me that the plot could be gentle and meandering without being broken. It taught me the delight of a wandering way, of the seemingly innocuous stray detail. It showed me the power of melancholy. It showed me the story about stories is not just possible, but appealing. The Sandman broadened my horizons. There were gay characters, trans characters, queer characters. For the most part, it really wasn't that big a deal for people in the story. Nobody really seemed to care that much. For a small town boy from Wisconsin in the 90s, that was important. I didn't have much of that in my life, and I was a better person for being exposed to it. About 4 years ago, I reread the series again and was surprised at how much I remembered and forgotten. It made me cry. It always makes me cry, though. Not when anything tragic happens. Never because I'm sad. I play the oldest game with my children from issue number 4. If I come to them and say, I am a wolf, strong-jawed, fierce hunter, they easily counter with something like, I'm a snake, poison biting. They are naturals at it, though their tactics are occasionally unorthodox. As my elder son, age 8, likes to become a giant squid, and my younger 4 insists that he can have rocket boots. I have bought, at my best count, 9 complete copies of the series, most of them as gifts. Some because I could not go bare without reading the story again, and a few simply because they are beautiful. I read the series again, just now before writing this introduction, and the story unfolded inside me like a flower. I know so much more about comics than I did 20 years ago, and I marvel at the craft displayed on these pages. There's so much story, so easy, so clear, so clean, so wonderful. And I read these stories and I cry, and I cannot for the life of me tell you why. What you're holding here is something special. The Sandman is, in my opinion, the finest comic book ever written. What you're holding here, if you've read this before, welcome back, welcome home. Trust me when I say there are still surprises here for you to find. If you're here for your first time, oh sweet human child, come play. I envy your first steps along this winding way. One piece of advice do stray, taste the fruit. Oh, trust me, stay. And that was from Patrick Rothfuss. Wow. When I tell you that like gave me chills, y'all. I'm hype. I'm hype. Okay, so this is the forward from Karen Berger. This seems a little bit boring. So I don't want to read that. Or maybe we should read it so we can learn a little bit about Neil Gaiman. Sandman never lived up to my initial expectations. If it had, it wouldn't have been the benchmark series it is today. Instead, it turned into something I never imagined, one of the best comic works ever produced. And I think that Sandman, like this, I'm like breaking away. But Sandman is a TV show, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what network it's on, but it's a TV show. I'm gonna invite people on Threads to come. I am reading Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Gaiman on Twitch. Join me for the first time. Because I've never read this book for the first time. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it. Forward. Sandman never lived up to my initial expectations. If it had, it wouldn't be the benchmark series it is today. Instead, it turned into something I never imagined, one of the best comic works ever produced. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I didn't think the series had potential. The initial proposal is long gone, but my hazy memory recalls interesting characters, intriguing imaginative atmosphere, and some hints at the future storylines. It was evident that Neil Gaiman was a good idea man, but whether he could execute those concepts was another story. Back in 1987, Neil was a new writer to comics who had submitted a short Swamp Thing story to me a couple years earlier. Journalism was his background, and like a good reporter, he hounded me every few months about that Swamp Thing tale. It wasn't until we first met in London during my first scouting mission for British talent that I realized that this is the same persistent but polite British guy who's been bugging me all this time. It was at that meeting that Neil pitched the Black Orchard mini-series, a Sandman series, and a series featuring Constantine, among a host of others. The Sandman was already spoken for in the Justice Society of America, and Constantine was on his way into being developed by Jamie Delano. I decided that Black Orchard made the best sense for us to see a proper proposal. Soon after we accepted Neil's final proposal, and he, the silent young and formidable talent Dave McKean, began to work. Black Orchard was the second comics work that Neil had done. Like his first, Violent Cases, it was technically solid, but maybe in a way too precise. The craft was there, but there was distance to Neil's writing that kept me from getting emotionally involved with the characters. However, there was enough of a spark in his work that we wanted to see if it would ignite with another project. That project would turn out to be a new Sandman series starring an entirely new character. I've edited many startup titles in my time, and The Sandman, like most others, went through its share of birth and growth pains. In rereading the first storyline of the series, I was struck by a dichotomy. On one hand, the first 7 issues were a simple quest tale about the once captive ruler of a dream world, featuring known DC characters in their haunts and known roles: revenge, battle, quest filled, conventional stuff, perhaps. On the other hand, the opening story was also introduced a mysterious and powerful yet harebrained bunch of occultists and hangers on, a bizarre sleeping sickness that affected seemingly random people, in an ambitious tale that took these characters through several decades of strange and tumultuous changes. Conventional stuff? Not at all. Still, in the hands of a different writer, the seeds that were planted in this fertile story ground could have borne a B-level fantasy horror title. As the series branched out into unexpected directions, The Sandman developed into one of the most atypical books in comics. For me, the turning point was issue 8, The Sound of Her Wings. It wasn't the appearance of the adorable and ultimately pragmatic Death trying to cheer up her morose younger brother, nor was the fact that the two familiar faces of DC characters were nowhere in sight. It was the element of humanity and interpersonal relationships that started coming through in Neil's work. Ironically enough, the catalyst for this emotional resonance was a character that traditionally represents the antithesis of all this. The artists on Preludes and Nocturnes, Sam Keith, Mike Dürgenberg, and Malcolm Jones III, provided the right atmosphere for Morpheus' haunting origin story. Like Neil, if they were relatively new to comics and were evolving their own distinctive style. Sam did wonderful portrayals of Cain and Abel, and his visceral renditions of hell and his gruesome inhabitants were truly horrifying. Mike, most notably, created the perky goth visual for Death, and his interpretation of Morpheus is probably one of the best ever done. Malcolm's illustrative line work brought cohesive and definitive look to the overall series. The covers for this first storyline and all future ones were illustrated, constructed, and assembled by Dave McKean. An extraordinarily gifted artist at the ripe old age of 22, Dave was fresh out of the art school when he worked on Black Orchard. He had been the most innovative on the Sandman covers, experimenting in different styles and techniques since the early portrait covers. Complete with the odd artifacts tucked away in the frames, conceptually Dave has been breaking with convention from the start. I still vividly remember him talking to the idea of not having Sandman on every cover. Believe me, it was a big deal back then. This first volume of the Sandman series is very much a work in progress. That of a talented writer who eventually honed and refined his skills and progressively developed his initial concept, a series about dreams, personal, nocturnal, and imaginary, and expanded it in ways that produced some classically modern and unforgettable stories. These stories come in collected in The Doll's House, Season of Mist, Game of You, Fables and Reflections, Brief Lights, World's End, The Kindly Ones, and The Wake represent the wealth of narrative choices. There are many tales that revolve around Morpheus, the dysfunctional, pantheotic family of the Endless, his lovers, his enemies, his kingdom, and his personal far-reaching conflicts, so there are a great number of tales where the Sandman is featured as a cameo player, even sometimes not at all. And it is the rest of these stories, some of my favorites, Soft Places, Ramadan, A Tale of Two Cities, and Sermons, where Neil's love of mythology, historical figures, classical literature is woven into his own personal dream lore. Like the landmark series before, The Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen, V for Vendetta, The Sandman's appeal has transcended the traditional comic market. There's good reason for that. Ultimately, Neil Gaiman loves to tell stories, and the stories he tells are timeless, resonant, and universal. His work on The Sandman appeals to people from different walks of life, attracting a constellation of readers who normally don't inhabit the same literary orbit. The Sandman also has a disproportionate number of women who read the series, probably the most of any mainstream comic. And a medium that is still widely occupied by males, it is itself a major achievement. The Sandman's popularity and success helped me to make an argument for forming a new imprint in 1992. I wanted to create a separate line of comics that would provide a place for the provocative and personal visions of the comics' best talent. The Sandman, along with a number of highly regarded titles, formed the core of DC's newly formed Vertigo imprint. The Sandman's draw reached both inside and outside of the comics market, played an inaugural part in Vertigo's positioning and image. I knew that on Neil I knew early on that Neil had an ending for the Sandman in sight, and as much as I would have loved for him to stay on indefinitely, it only makes sense in the world to have a writer complete his work and see it through to the end, especially on a book that has achieved what it has. In the 6 years since its publication, The Sandman has won more industry awards than any other comic series. It can also claim to its credit a World Fantasy Award for the Best Short Story, A Midsummer's Night Dream, and an impressive list of quotes and introductions that include Norman Mailer, Stephen King, and Tori Amos. Neil's strength in creating singular and compelling characters is no more evident than in The Endless, that proved itself to be as popular as the Dream King himself. Each of the Endless have their own story told, which Neil and Chris Bacalo began with Death, the High Cost of Living, and continued in Death, the Time of Your Life. And soon after the end of The Sandman, its influence would be felt in The Dreaming, a newly monthly title that didn't feature Morpheus' siblings, but highlighted many of the supernatural and horror characters that Neil used in The Sandman. Just as important, it left rooms for writers to explore and create new dreaming territory, citizens and dreamers alike. It's been a poignant and strange feeling writing this forward to the first volume of the Sandman series. Now that the monthly series is winding to its conclusion, it's interesting to see the end of this complex and masterful epic saga while reimagining its more simple beginnings. Yet the foundation was strong in those early tales, firmly rooting the series and lining with potential that would sprout rich and fantastic worlds, a potential that took seed and blossomed into a phenomenon. As I said in my opening, I never expected The Sandman to become the landmark series that it has. But if there's anything to learn from one's expectations, it's that it's wonderful to be more than pleasantly surprised. See you in your dreams. That sounds lit. I'm hyped to read now. I'm hyped to read now. Look at it. The Sleep of the Just. Let me get some water before I start. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. I need to charge my phone. Yeah, I need to charge that phone. Kiss me through the phone. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. June 6, 1916, Whitecross, England. Wake up here, sir. We're here. That's my British accent. Is that good? Already. I must have dozed off. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. My name's Hathaway. Dr. John Hathaway. Is Mr. Burgess available? The master's in the study, sir. Please follow me. Dr. Hathaway, what an unexpected pleasure. Please take a seat. Compton, some key for our guests. So I take it that you have reconsidered. After our meeting at the museum, I know I said, but my son Edmund, I got a telegram from him this morning. His destroyer was sunk last week off Jutland. He's dead. I brought you the book. I had to. If what you were telling me was true, and it is true, isn't it? About death? Quite true, Dr. Hathaway. The Magdalene Grimoire was all the order needed. We can hold the ceremony at the next full moon. And then no one ever need die again. June 10th, 1916. Toronto, Canada. Ellie Marston begins to listen to her bedtime story. She knows it's only meant to entertain her. Said Tweedledum, when you're the only one of the things in his dreams, you know very well you're not real. It terrifies her. Kingston, Jamaica. Oh my God, I'm Jamaican. Should I do a Jamaican accent? In his father's inn, Daniel Bustamante sleeps. Bustamante sleeps. He shouts, and songs of drunken adults do not shake his slumber. He dreams of a castle in the air above the blue mountains, a castle made of clouds. Verdun, France. I don't know if I can do a French accent. Goes over the top again tonight, as soon as it's dark. But he never dreamed it'd be like this. Nobody told him. He lied about his age to enlist. He's almost 14. London, England. Unity Kincaid tosses between linen sheets. She dreams of a tall, dark man. Her eyes burn like twin stars in her head. She mutters and whimpers, lost in the world beyond her understanding. Unity dreams. Whitecross, England. Roderick Burgess waking dreams of the power and the glory. And of death, of course. Especially death. I need water. I'm dead. It's midnight. It's time. No one's ever attempted what we will achieve tonight, Alex. To summon and imprison death? This will be a triumph for the order. Alex? Yes, Father. Father? Madness. After the night, I'd like to see Alston and his friends try to make fun of me. Then they'll make no more jokes, Alex, when death is at my command. And I have the Magdalene Grimoire. Poor Professor Hathaway, even if we fail tonight, my son. Hathaway gave us the book. He'll be in our sway forever. The Royal Museum will be ours to plunder. Poor old fool. So beautiful. Everything is ready for the ceremony, Magnus. Good. To your places, then. Let us begin. For a moment, Roderick Burgess is scared. He thinks of the effrontery of his action. To capture death. To bind the Reaper. For a moment, he hesitates. But only for a moment. I give you a song I stole from dirt. I give you coin I made from stone. I give you a knife from under the hills, a stick that is stuck through a dead man's eye. I give you a claw ripped from a rat. I give you a name, the name is lost. I give you the blood from out my vein, and feather I pulled from an angel's wings. The words of the spell toll inside his head. Burgess realizes he couldn't stop now, not even if he wanted to. I call you with names, O Lord, my Lord. I summon with poison, and I summon with pain. I open the way, and I open the gates. Come, 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 come. I summon you in the names of the old lords, Nadamar, Altu, Morax, Nabarus, Klesh, Vespar, and Maimon. We summon. Come, 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 come. Ashima Deva calls you. Mayorbrim calls you. Horenville calls you. From the dark they call you. Into the dark they call you. Coin and song, knife and stick, claw and name, blood and feather. Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness. We summon together. Come. This is cool, y'all. Oh shit, that's it. This nigga came. I'm too ignorant. I'm so ignorant. We did it. I don't believe it. We did it. No, we failed. This isn't death. Damn it to hell. Even so, I think at the end of the day, this will have been a very profitable evening's work. Oh shit, y'all. I need this water. Ellie! Ellie! Drat the girl! Can you believe it's Arthur? She's fallen asleep again. Her father carried her to bed. She never woke up. Daniel Bustamante returns to his best dream. And then the clouds aren't real. They aren't there at all. But this time the clouds are flimsy, frail, less real. Too scared to sleep, he sobs to keep himself awake till dawn. Stefan's case is new to the doctors. They thought they'd seen everything from shell shock. How long could a boy go without sleeping? When did the nightmares sneak out into the daylight? The morphine is proving useless. It's sad. Stefan Washman went over the top. Unity Kincaid finds it harder and harder to stay awake. She now sleeps for almost 20 hours a day. She used to dream, to shift in her sleep, muttering and sighing, locked in half-remembered fantasies. Now she lies unmoving, breath shallow, silent, lost to the world. Unity sleeps. Trapped. Observe. Welcome. As you see, the circle traps you incorporeally. The crystal cell imprisons your material aspect. You won't get out unless the circle is broken, and the circle will not be broken unless I order it. We will discuss the conditions of your release. Threats. Patience. That's what it's looking like. June 1920, the Great War and 2 years in the past. An overdue stock-taking reveals the loss of books and manuscripts from the Royal Museum. Professor John Hathaway, senior curator, comes under suspicion. You're a bastard, Roger Burgess. I was a fool. I was a fool to think you could replace Edmund. I was a fool to give you that damned book. You've bled me dry, but you can't blackmail me any longer. I've written a suicide note. To my shame, I know too much about you. It's all there, I know. If you're lucky, they'll only hang you. You'll ruin no more lives. I cannot bear my life any longer. Damn you to hell, Burgess. And alas, I am certain you will meet me there. Confession. I, John Hathaway, wishing to die in peace. Fully here state. Fool. Oh, fuck. Professor Hathaway's use of a museum artifact in the suicide confirmed speculation that he was mentally unbalanced. No suicide note was found. At the inquest, accusations were made liking Hathaway to Roderick Burgess, the Lord Magnus in its Order of Ancient Mysteries. Nothing could be proven. The self-styled Damon King refused to comment. The sleepy sickness, as it was called, continued to spread. People fell asleep and did not wake up. They lived their lives like sleepwalkers, eating if fed, sometimes talking nonsense, dream stuff. Psychic residue from the World War, some suggested. Doctors and scientists most sensibly attributed it to a virus. Unable to sleep, Stefan Wasserman killed himself a year after discharge from the army. Dark. August 1926. Bugger and blast him! I know he understands me. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, in that goldfish bowl, and hasn't said a word, just stares at me with those creepy eyes of his. He hates us. Father Magnus, I found something that may cast some light on our guests. In the Pegarium Fulvarium. Here, look at this picture. Yes, indeed. Why do you think I ordered that none of the gods were to sleep? Had to be one of those endless. Which one? Not death. We knew that then. Desire? Dream was the only one that fitted the bill. I was hoping you'd work it out on your own one day. And I have. Well done, Alex. I know that the order would be safe in your hands if I ever forsake the material plane. Eh, Mr. Syke? Arguably, Magnus. November 1930. A schism brings chaos to the order. Ruthven Sykes, second in command of the Order of Ancient Mysteries, disappears, in company with Ethel Cripps, the Magnus's mistress. They take with them many of the Order's treasures and over 200,000 pounds in cash. A magical war is declared. This comic book is so beautiful, y'all. San Francisco, 1930. I beg protection, Lord. Protections comes, dear mortal. The things you offers is paltry trifles. Have you nothing else? Perhaps the helmet, sire? Ah, yes, for this I will give you what you ask. Splendid. This amulet makes you safe from anything. Witchcross, England. Her. As this bloodshed, your spills the blood, Ruthven Sykes, adept at the 33rd, whose secret name is Aratia, traitor and oath-breaker. The ritual proved useless against the protections of Vermosius Oath. What about our prisoner? Couldn't we make him do something, Sykes? We can't make him do anything, Alex. All we can do is keep him here and hope. We could try to raise death again, cretin. If we can get Sykes, we can just keep trying. In 1936, he walked out on him. She took the demon's gift with her. Yes. Oh no. Oh God. While he owned the amulet, it kept him safe. When he still possessed it, it was worth everything. July 1933. Ellie Marstonson is in the charity ward. She's still asleep. She has woken twice in the last decade. Each time she cried for her mother. She still thinks she is 8. Daniel Busantme was one of the last people to succumb to sleepy sickness. End of 1926. He's been asleep for 13 years. His wife and his children miss him. Unity Kincaid was raped 7 years ago. She gave birth to a baby girl. The scandal was hushed up. The baby was adopted. Unity never knew. She slept through the whole thing. That's dark. The universe knows someone is missing, and slowly it attempts to replace him. Wesley Dodd's nightmares have stopped going out since he started going out at night. He puts evil people to sleep with gas and sprinkles sand on them, leaves them for the police to find them in the morning. The idea came to him in his sleep. He doesn't dream about the man in the strange helmet anymore. No more burning eyes. Everything's all right. Wesley Dodd sleeps the sleep of the just. (1947) Father, do you think this is wise at your age? My age? Don't be so bloody insolent. Open the damn door. You! It's your fault! Damn you! You aren't death, but you live forever. You haven't aged a day since we caught you. You have given me the power beyond my wildest dreams. I didn't have to get so old. I shouldn't have had to get old. Watch my captor grow old and die. No satisfaction. Still here, waiting. Ellie Marston is diagnosed as suffering from ethylachus lethargica. She now wakes 4 or 5 times a year. Daniel Busatame is awake much of the time. He doesn't speak, though. The superstitions say he is a zombie, a walking dead man. She wants someone to read her a story. If he spoke, he might agree with them. Something died inside him a long time ago. A castle made of clouds. When her parents died, the family's executors when her parents died, the family executors had Unity Kincaid put into a nursing home. They have to explain where she is every day. Every time she wakes up, she never remembers. Around her, the elderly wait for a death as they wait for an old friend. Killing time. Alex, darling, I still don't understand why you keep him down there. What else can I do? But what if the police found out it's kidnapping? Don't be foolish, Paul. I've told you. He's been down there for 40 years without eating, sleeping. I don't even think he can breathe in that glass cage. He has an unknowable power. What do I do? Say sorry, it was all my father's fault. Look me up at the next time you're incarcerated on the physical plane. The order just has to way to. The order isn't just a way to make money and get laid, Paul. For some of it's real. I've seen stuff you never believe. Things that still scare me. Nightmare things. We're safer just leaving him down there. I'll be dead long before he ever gets out. It'll be someone else's problem. You say so. You've been around a lot longer than I have. Fancy a game of tennis? Not now. I'm sorry. I'm too tired. Yeah, I'm reading Sandman, y'all. This is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful book. Ellie Mars in 1955. Roderick Burgess is not dead, only sleeping. But it's a tombstone. That's kind of cool. Ellie Marston is diagnosed as suffering from oh wait, I passed that. Yeah. Okay. So this is next. Hello? You don't have to be in there, you know. The deal's still the same one that my father offered you. Power, immortality, a promise that you won't seek revenge. Well, I know you can understand me. Say something. No. He's not coming to play. Okay. 1968. They come to him seeking enlightenment. And Alexander Burgess tells them of Kulani yoga, tantric sex, astral travel, nothing important. He forbids them to use psychedelics in the house, worried that the waking dreams could somehow empower his prisoner. He won't let them call him Magnus to his face. It's Alex. It's always Alex. Moved to a hospital specializing in epiphylaxis cases, Ellie continues to sleep. There are many there like her, people whom the sands of time have stopped flowing sometime a half a century later. Daniel sleepwalks through his world. He moves slowly, like a man wandering through quicksand. The nursing home staff pretend that Unity is awake. They wheel her from room to room with the other patients. Asleep, she watches the television. Asleep, she relaxes in the sun. There are 2 guards at his room at all times. Coffee and amphetamines are freely available. The guards never sleep on duty. Again, very beautiful. 1970. The young people have drifted away. Alex hands over the reins of the organization to Paul McGuire, his longtime personal assistant. Paul doesn't believe in magic. He sees the Order of Ancient Mysteries as an efficient method for parting the credulous from their cash. Alex spends most of his time in his study. He wrote a memoir about his father, writes letters to newspapers defending his father's reputation, is editing a volume of his father's letters. One night, he slashed his father's portrait with a knife. Alex will no longer read books on magic except for one, the Liber Fovarium Paginarium, and he only reads one page of that book, over and over. Why won't you talk? 1972. Why won't you talk to me? You can tell us so many things. 1978. I haven't had a decent night's sleep for 60 years. Is that your fault? Is it? 1982. I torture, you know. I could. I don't think that I couldn't. I've killed people before now. 1988. I hate you. I'm glad we trapped you. You're nothing special. You know that, right? You're nothing at all. A naked man in a glass box. That's all you are. You're nothing at all. Soon. Okay. Uh, Pointless. Quite pointless. Taking my office call. I have work to attend to, don't I? Of course you do, Alex. Love, of course you do. Don't humor me, Paul. I can't stand it when you humor me. Boy, the old man's trophy today. Anything happening? Nah, same old rubbish. I don't know why I buy it. Force of habit, I suppose, in page 3. And I'll be in Majorca this time next week, so there'll be plenty of the real thing. You know, the kind of eyeful you'd never get at the beach in Eastbourne. I don't know. I met this blonde one once buying a chalk ice. Irvine sees this conversation as the invitation to concoct tales about his sexual prowess. Frederick is no longer listening. He's thinking about his holiday. And then the Spanish beach becomes a tropical paradise. It begins. Straight out of the brochure. Sun, sea, sand, and surf, and... Oh, Christ, what was that? Look at him. You don't think he's dead? You don't think he's dead? I don't know what to think. How the hell do we... What the hell do we do now? They won't think it's our fault, will they? We didn't do nothing. Wait, here, I'll get McGuire. Dead. I bet he's dead. How long he's been like this? I suppose we ought to take a look at him. He's never done anything like this before. Hell. And then he blows sand on them. Oh shit! Look, he's transcending. What happened? Where did he go? Home. It feels so good to be back. I left a monarch, yet I return naked, alone, hungry, weakened. I clutch a passing dream. First food. In Mort Nothington's reoccurring dream, he goes to a swell party, but he's dressed as a clown. He thought it was a costume party. He didn't know. Everyone laughs at him. Marilyn, Elvis, even Duke. Weird. That was the first time a naked man has ever turned up to the raid buffet. Dreams. Go figure them. Then Ron and Nancy turn up. Mort's back on familiar ground. My first food in 7 years. I'm so hungry, I don't even taste it. First food, then clothing. This dude is wild. I am weak, lacking my tools. Still, I imagine the texture of fabric against my skin, sculpted from dream space. It's been so long. There. That's 2 of 3. I have food and raiment. I need the tools stolen from me from my former captor. He will give them to me. He will give me the other thing I crave. Revenge. And all over the world, they began to wake up. Why? You're only a sort of thing in this dream. If that there king was to wake at a Tweedledum, you'd go out, bang! Just like a candle. You look at this, mon. Look at this, mon. It's crazy. I sit there all day. It's can't talk. It's crazy. No, not anymore. And in the nursing home, Unity Kincaid comes to herself again. My baby? I dreamed I had a baby. I need to talk to you, Alex. Something's come up. Something important. I'm afraid you'll have to wait, Mr. McGuire. He's having a nap. You weren't talking. What's the matter? Cat, got your tongue? Hello? So good. You! It's you! That's right. It's me. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. It wasn't me. It was my father. He did it. I never knew. I wouldn't have. I'm so sorry. I did. Shh. Enough. There are offenses that are unpardonable. Can you have any idea what it was like? Can you have any idea? Confined in a glass box for 70 years and 10. A human lifetime. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back. I just realized I forgot to take my vitamins. I take a bunch of vitamins every day, so let me do a quick vitamin break. Hey y'all. Okay. I took some of my vitamins. I have a few more. This vitamin is supposed to help you like be younger or something, like let your skin cells like be more youthful or like go back in time or something weird like that. It's called resveratrol. It's like the areas where there's a lot of centurions, like people that live over 100, they're called like blue areas, and they all have like that vitamin. People swear by it. I love taking apple cider vinegar pills. They help with my appetite. I also take black seed oil because it has like naturally like antibiotics. If you're someone that's like prone to infection, black seed oil is great. It's also great for hair growth. And then I started taking a probiotic every day for women specifically. It's pretty good. Okay. Now let's get back to the story because it's getting good, y'all. I feel like it's juicy. There are offenses that are unpardonable. Can you have any idea what it was like? Can you have any idea? Confined to a glass box for 70 and 10. A human lifetime. Time moves no faster for my kind than it does for humanity. And in prison it crawled at a snail's pace. I am the lord of this realm of dream and nightmare. You, your father, piped me down with this petty hedge magicking his two-penny spell. Me. You did that to me. You barred me from my realm with your foolish circle. You threatened, cajoled, and pleaded for gifts, or neither mankind's to receive nor mine to give. You had no thought for the harm you must have brought to your world. Lord, what fools these mortals must be! Well, have you no excuse? No explanation? Some reason I should take your reprisal? We didn't want you. It was all a mistake. We were not trying to capture you. We wanted to capture death. What? You wanted death? Then you count yourself lucky for the sake of your species and your petty planet that you did not succeed, that you snared death's younger brother. You'll never know how lucky you were. Where are my tools? Sorry? A pouch, a helm, a ruby. Your people stole them from me. Where are they? I don't know. That was part of the stuff Sykes pinched 50 years ago. We never saw any of it again. I see. So for your punishment, then, I will grant you a gift to reward you for your years of hospitality. I give you this eternal waking. That sounds like hell. But yeah, the artwork is beautiful here. No! Are you all right? Yes. Oh, I must have had a nightmare. I dreamed that a prisoner escaped in this tower, and he said, he has. He did. He's out, Alex. He checked out this morning. Keep away from me! Now then, Mr. Burgess, calm down. You've had a bad dream, that's all. No point in getting all worked up about it. Oh, God, it was terrifying. So real. Have you ever had one of those dreams, where you think you've woken up, but you haven't? It's just part of the nightmare, and you're still in it. I can't say I have, dear, but you know what? I think you're going to be having quite a lot of them from now on. Ooh, this is fun. Okay. It was more tiring than I expected, but he will never return to the life he knew. His is the nightmare everlasting, eternal waking. How long has he been like this? He's only been asleep for a few minutes, if that's what you mean. Funny. He's normally such a light sleeper. Snore, no, please snore, Jim. And I have showed him fear. Alex, it's me, Paul. Come on, Alex. Come on, old fellow. Me and Nurse Emmons. We're right here, all right. So wake up. Please wake up. Please. I think it's the end of this one. I think this might be the end of the first one. Yeah, the first one, what was it called? Sleep of the Just. So now we're going to do Imperfect Host. I'm hyped for this one. Imperfect Host. Turn up. Thank you guys for joining me. So we're in the new chapter of or I guess this is the new issue of Sandman. Okay, so let's go into it. Don't be moronic, lump of blubbering, quaking, pathetic lard. Open the box, unwrap it. It isn't my birthday. Of course it is. Isn't it your birthday, powder brain? You don't have a birthday. I don't, do I? I promise it's not gonna explode, right? Now, why would I give you an exploding present? What kind of brother would I be if I did that? My kind of brother? The one who just kills me whenever he's just mad at me or bored or just in a lousy mood? Let's be fraternal, bygones be bygones. Pudgy. Now, just open your blasted present. But don't. What was that? I think someone's at the door. Well, something at the door anyways. The artwork is so good. Okay. So this is what the artwork's looking like here. Don't you think we ought to like wait for a while? I mean, well, I mean, maybe it'll go away on its own, or who's there? Who is it? It's Gregory. Maybe it's really something pretending to be Gregory, something big and nasty. Don't be pathetic. Why would something big and nasty be pretended to be Gregory? But just to be on the safe side, you can open the door. Now, come to think of it, Gregory is extraordinarily big and nasty in his own right. Anyway, it is Gregory, isn't it? Yes, but spill it! Scully Guts, what is it? It's him, brother. He's back. The Prince of Stories. Arg! And so, actually, this one's called Imperfect Host. Okay, so that one was called Imperfect Host. So the first one must have been called. Let me go to the. This sort of like breaks in like a TV show or something. We'll have like opening credits. Okay, yeah. So the first one is called Sleep of the Just, and this is called Imperfect Host. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm understanding it now. Yeah, I'm understanding it now. Okay. I'm looking and I'm realizing there's so much more I need to read other than this book. This is going to be expensive. Graphic novels are expensive, low key. Like, I'm gonna have to get this from the library because I'm like, I'm not buying another one of these. I got this at Comic Con on sale, y'all. Um, oh, but this is what it's looking like. Now it's time to turn the page. I awake in the darkness, too weak to even summon a light. The air is musty, tired, old. It smells of lost dreams and rotten fabric. Where am I? Hello, my lord? You know, I know. You're I'm Abel, my lord, from the first story, the victim. Yes, I do remember you. I'm sorry. It's been so long. Where are we? This is my brother's house of mystery. Gregory, that's Kane's gargoyle. He's brought you here. He found you in the shifting zones. Yes, I was on the way to the castle. I'll tell Kane you're awake. He's made you some food. I lay in the bed feeling weaker than I have for eons, remembering. It was a dark and stormy nightmare. Before my imprisonment, I knew the journey would have meant nothing to me. I wouldn't I would not even have needed to travel. But weakened and exhausted, I stumbled through the fringes of the dream time. The dream I used to bind Burgess in internal waking used up the last of my strength. I had to reach the gates of horn and ivory to reach my castle, but the way was hard, and I was far too weak. I do not know how long I remained there. I remember the wind on my face, staring down at the dreamscape below me, and then I was here. Good evening, Your Highness, Prince Morpheus. I've made you some food. Well, you'll be back on your feet again. You are Kane, aren't you? That's me, your worship, purveyor of penny dreadfuls, shilling suckers, blood and thunders, and fuss-rate nightmares. Or was. Things have been strange. Or was. Things have been strange since you've been gone. Tell me, Kane. Do you possess anything of mine? Anything I created? Anything of yours? I wouldn't think so. No. No. Yes, you do. Both of us do. Our letters, of course. Commission, remember? They have the signature on them. He made them. Fetch me those letters. Fetch me anything of mine. You button buster, you low-lying, spine-peeking, prying, butterfingered. I have mine on me, sir, and Kane has his too. Here, take it. I released something I created before the dawn of time, reabsorbed the fragment into myself I placed inside. Now, Kane, your turn. My lord, if it's not a foolish question, what my brain dead brother is so spectacularly failing to enunciate is this. Where have you been for so long, lord? What were you doing? Where have I been? I have been imprisoned. Young man, please do not prevaricate. I wish to see my son, and I do wish to see him now. You must understand, D. Ethel D. Yes, well, this is the most irregular Mrs. D. Arkham does not encourage visitors. This is my son, John D. I believe he's imprisoned under the non-de crime of Dr. Destiny. A foolish boy. I've been searching for him for almost a decade. We do have a patient under that name, but this is most irregular, I'm afraid. Young fellow, I am 90 years of age. I haven't seen my son in 10 years. I've traveled over 8,000 miles to see him today, and I will see him, or my internists will know why. Oh my god, I need a break. My mouth. Okay, now let's get back to it. And I will see him, or my attorneys will know why. Watch the steps, they can be slippery. I'm flabbergasted you couldn't bring me, John, to see me, Mr. Hooton. It's Dr. Hooton. We can't risk letting him out. He's too dangerous. He no longer sleeps or dreams in the normal sense of the word. And physically, he's quite debilitated. John, is that you? John? Mother? I would have dreamed of you if I could dream. It's been a long time. What have you done to him? What have you done? Mother, you look so old. Things are so strange these days. Mother, they took my dreams away from me. Mrs. D, I'm afraid he's getting overexcited. We should go. Mrs. D, could say goodbye. Goodbye. I feel I ought to give you some good advice, and I. Shut up, Sponge. Just say goodbye, sire. Ah, there he goes. Shouldn't we have told him about the castle, about his dreams, what's happened to the dream time? Why? He'll find out soon enough. You aren't mad at me, are you? Mad? Why should I be mad? I don't own you, you refugee from bloody shambles. Now open your present. Beyond, outside in my dream world, there's infinite dust, infinite dark. And the dream world is infinite, although it is bounded on every side. The way to the center is a slow spiral. One passes the houses of the mystery and secrets of the old way stations on the frontiers of the nightmare. And from there one charts a course nightward until one reaches the gates of horn and ivory. I carved them myself when the world was younger and was needed. I hastened to the gates. The dreams that pass through the gates of ivory are lies, figments, and deceptions. The other admits the truth. No one guards the horned gate anymore. I remember the way of the old. Once through it, I can see my castle. Through it, I will be able to see my home. Breaks my heart, my lord, doesn't it? One and the same, my lord. At your service as always. Get up. Please get up. Lucian, what happened here? What happened? You are the incarnation of Dreamtime, Lord. And with you gone, the place began to decay, began to crumble. The process was slow at first, my lord. Things in the dream world began to transmute. I was aware of it in my library. Slowly the words began to fade. Sometime after you vanished, my books became bound volumes of blank paper. The next day, the whole library was gone. Never found it again. It's been a strange century for us all, my lord. The Raven woman has decayed badly. She lives only in nightmares. Many of the palace servants dispersed back to the dream stuff that formed them. Brute and Glob vanished 2 years ago. I do not know where. The weirdness has been getting worse. An egg? Something's gone so wrong. It's been getting slowly stranger. I've tried not to do it to you so much. Uh, Kane, it's something. An egg? Kane, it's something. The egg. It's not just any egg. It's beautiful. The fashion thing has been many things. Flapper, mod, mood, punks, who's the mad Madonna witch for a while. Blood and performer, damn it! Last time I saw her, she was a mad yuppie witch, but that was a year ago. I have encountered Cain and Abel already. Yes, those two disturbed me. I mean, they've always been weird. But since you've been gone, I think I'll call him Irving. You can't call it Irving. Names for gargoyles always begin with G. But I like Irving. Please note Cain. Like Gazpacho, Gormangon, or Gladstone, or Ganymede, or... Stop it, Cain, please. Oh, so it's gone. It hurts me too. So it's gone. It hurts me too. Yes. Hurts. Some power returns to me simply by being there. But I place too much of myself in the tools, and they are gone. Stolen. Lost to me. The 3-in-1 know so much, Earthan and Scald. If you're strong enough to summon her. Yes, I will call them. The dream world, the dream time, the unconscious, call it what you will. It is as much as part of me as I am a part of it. And for the first time since my return, the first time in 70 years, I reach out my substance and I shape the world. The crossroads comes from a Cambodian farmer in his dreams of a new ox cart. The gallows comes from a young Japanese movie bluff, her head rolling from the surface of the old Hammer horror films. The honey, the snakes, the crescent moon, all of them are easy to find. A black she-lamb is one of the more difficult dances in the dreams of a child in Adelaide, Australia. I take it to set a scene. Still, the set is incomplete. Clotho, Lycius, Astrapas come for less than this. I need Boone, and the three are fickle. Dully, the church bells echo and clang in the lovely darkness 12 times. Dong, 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 dong. There, it's midnight, the witching hour, and they come. The one who is 3, and the one who they are, the Hecate. Welcome, ladies. Oh, you look so thin, my darling. You haven't been eating properly, have you? Morpheus, it's been a long time. He wants something. Lady Atrophos, you found me out. I do want something. Atrophos? No, not now. You might as well call me Morgan. She's right, my Dex. Might as well call us Tisphone, Electo, and Magnera. And that takes us back, huh? Might as well call us Diana, Mary, and Florence. Sorry. For me, you will always be the three graces. Flatterer. Ooh, he's the clever one. So, what should I call you? I'm Cynthia. She's Mildred. I'm Mordred. Stupid name. I ought to be more game. It wasn't my fault. I just got confused. That's all. Which queen, you know my imprisonment, of my travail of the time that was stolen from me. They have stolen time from you? What of that? You have all the time where there ever was. When they stole more established this when I, they stole more they stole more when I established this realm. They stole more than time. Oh, the way that this is written is weird. They stole more than time. When I established this realm, I created tools to administer it. My tools were lost. I need help. Help? Hee hee! Listen to him. Did you help us against Circe? It doesn't matter. This is my realm. It has laws, old laws, and the beings in the world conform to the laws, just as you three obey your own laws. Could one of you exist apart from the other two? I need three answers. You are bound by the laws to give them to me. I, me dearie, one answer then. One answer from each one of us. This is so cute. The witches. Maiden, there was a pouch of sand. It was stolen from me. An Englishman, John Constantine. He was the last to purchase your pouch. He has it still? One question, one answer, the rules, my lord. I see. Then your question. My mother, my helm, what happened to it? I traded with the demon, my dove, many years ago, long gone from the mortal plane. One question, one honeysuckle, one answer. Crone, final question for you. My stone, my dreamstone, my ruby moonstone. Who has that now? Hee hee, your gem passed through a mother to a son who tapped its dream magics for his own ends. Until it and his dreams were taken away from him by the superhumans. Ask the League of Justice about its present whereabouts. But where? No. One answer only I know. Thank you, weird sisters. Did you hear that, my sister stuff? Thank you, he says. I don't think the fate's dreaming. Help, we haven't helped you. Your trouble's only just beginning. Exhaustion bites at my soul. I have answers of a sort. This will be an uphill quest. Abel had been dead for a couple hours now, but he was starting to feel better. He feels splintered, vertebrae grind as he climbs. The pain feels better than the cold of death. It is a long way back up. So, much has changed, much is strange on earth since I was ripped from my dream home. What first? I doubt I'm strong enough to go against the hordes of hell. Not yet. To earth then. The ruby first, or the pouch? There are things I do not know about this Justice League. More than mere humans, eh? The Englishman, then. John Constantine. He has the pouch. He knows where it is. And he's just a man. I will visit Constantine, regain my pouch, and then with the power, I will have the power to dare the gates of hell itself. What could possibly go wrong? I'll tell you a story, Goldie. I'm calling you Goldie after a friend of mine who went away, but I think of you as really Irving. Ark! In my heart. It's a secret story. It's a story of two brothers, and they loved each other very much, and they were always nice to each other. And the elder brother would never hurt the younger brother, never. And they lived in the same house, and they were very happy. I'm sorry, I wasn't crying. I'm not crying. I'm not really crying. It's only Brad, little brother. It's only Brad. Hey, It's the end. Next is a dream a little dream of me. One, two, three, four. Her nipples are hard and dark and shrunken on the breast like empty pouches. Her hair comes out in clumps when she moves. She tries not to move much. Her skin is flaking, infected, and inflamed. Bed sores cover her back and legs. 28, 29, 30. Her fingernails grow long and brittle, then they broke off. The ragged nails rip her skin when she scratches. Her stomach shrank again. Hunger subsided to a low nagging in the back of her mind. It's okay. It goes away. Just like the pain goes away. Just like everything that goes away when dreams come. She feels reality ebbing back. She'll wait. It doesn't matter. I'm okay. Tired. Oh my god. The Sandman got me. I'm sleepy. I need like a break. Okay, yo. I'm gonna take like a tablet. Yeah. Could take a quick little nappy nap. And then I'll finish this book. I'm still a little tired. All this talk about sleep makes me want to sleep. awake. This made me go to sleep. Now back. To Reggie's scheduled programming. Dream a little dream of me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Her nipples are hard and dark and shrunken on the breast like pouches. Her hair comes out in clumps when she moves. She tries not to move too much. Her skin is flaking, infected and inflamed. Bed sores cover her back and legs. 28, 29, 30. Her nails grow gray, long, and brittle. They broke off. The ragged skin ripped her skin when she scratches. Her stomach shrank, then bloated, then it shrank again. Then it shrank again. Hunger subsisted in the low nagging in the back of her mind. It's okay. It goes away. Like the pain goes away, like everything goes away. When the dreams come, she feels reality ebbing back. 65. She'll wait. Her skin is flaking, infected, and delay the pleasure, delay the dreams. Will she dissolve in her mouth, breathe it in, rub it into her skin? It doesn't matter. She's counting to 100. 96, 97, 98. Bzz. For all you crumblies out there, here's one from the vaults, a real rave from the grave. Count 99, kiss me, just hold me tight, tell me you'll miss me, birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. That's cute. Have you ever had one of those days when something just seems to be trying to tell you somebody? There was a smell of magic somewhere, like the blue spark smell of ozone at a fun fair. I just had this nightmare. These things with faces like appendectomy scars were crushing my intestines into body bags for the blind and dead. Blast from the past, oldie but a goodie, the man with the magic. I told myself it was only a dream, but it didn't matter. The bastards just kept blood knitting. Mr. Sandman, I'm so alone. I ain't got nobody. Click. Hello, London. Hello, John Constantine. How are you then, London? All right. Full of people, raining you. Oh, not bad. Almost lunchtime, so I'm heading in town for breakfast. Good idea, John. Thank you, London. Morning, Lee. Give us a cheeseburger and 2 mugs of coffee. It's going to be a long day. And give us some 5 pence pieces for the jukebox. What are you putting on? I heard it through the grapevine. Used to sing with Mucous Membrane ages ago. Practically my theme song. You gotta learn to press through the right buttons, John. Something trying to tell me somebody? Something trying to tell me somebody? Somebody trying to tell you something? Yep. I think it's your girlfriend outside. Hee hee. Jesus, mad. He's back, John. Who's back? Who's back, Mad Hetty? You ought to know smarter, boy. Morpheus, the one romancer, the Sandman. He's back. The Sandman? Mad Hetty, you've got to be pulling my leg. Cheeky young. Look, the Sandman's a fairy story you tell kids if they get them off to sleep. Sprinkles magic dust on your eyes and brings you sweet dreams. I'm trying to save the world, and you want to tell me fairy stories? Now listen, John Constantine, you little prick. I'd seen the Sandman, and I meant bleeding Sandman. It's back, John, and he wants his own. I know. I'm 247 years old, and I know. He's back. Funny thing is, she's 247. The Sandman, I suppose I'll have to look into it. He left the Porsche half a mile back down the road, hopes it won't get stolen. There are some real thieves around these days. They call themselves creepers. It's a sport, breaking into people's houses while they're still at home. During the day, he's an investment counselor. Checkbooks, credit cards, CDs, videotapes. He thinks as it as a contribution to the free market economy. And he must be dreaming. He can feel the tightness warm of her skin. The scent of her sex is heavy in the air. Her lips taste of roses and passion, and she holds him like her life depended on it. This is too good to be true. He's sitting 150 in the Lamborghini of his dreams. Everybody's green with envy. The accelerator goes on forever. Jesus, he's dying for them, and they love him. He's pure and perfect and dying for their sins. You can see his parents, his boss, his lovers in the crowd below him. They're sorry now, sorry they treated him so badly, because he's the son, last son of the dead planet, strongest man in the world. He can do anything, absolutely anything. For the next few days, I keep meaning to investigate the Sandman stuff. I just never get quite around to it. My own researches keep me busy enough. Ooh, oh, sweet dreams. One thing I've learned is that you can't know anything. It's all there. You just have to find it. Dreams are like angels. They keep at bay. I dreamt of mess of ley lines and leptons and plasma fields and turf giants. And then the dreams get scary and bad. It was on the third day that he caught up with me. John Constantine, I presume. Well, I'm not a Dr. Livingston, pal, hey? Sorry, little joke. Very little. I suppose you must be. Something of mine came into your possession. A leather pouch full of sand. I want it back. Where is it? That pouch? That was years ago. Yeah, I bought it at a garage sale in San Francisco. I knew it was powerful, but I never dreamed I would manage to get the drawstrings open. Where is it now? I haven't seen it for ages. But the odds are it's down in the chest. Lock it up with me and my stuff from Paddington and the Notting Hill place. And the East Croydon flat before that. Let us retrieve it then. I hope you don't expect me to go on trolley transport with you dressed like that. Be dead embarrassing. Is this better? Ah, I ought to introduce you to the big green bloke. You'd like him. He hasn't got a sense of humor either. What have you been doing for two? We have been looking for 2 hours, Constantine. Patience wears thin. I do not believe it is here. If it were here, I would be able to feel it. We've got a lot of load to get through yet, boss. Keep smiling. It'll turn up. The old Damon King himself. How did you lose this pouch, anyways? It was stolen from you by a man called Burgess. You must be older than you look. Damn! I don't know why I hang on to all this stuff. If it were a fire, it'd be like my whole life was going up in flames. Oh, Jesus, bloody hell. Uh, Boss, I think I know where your pouch is. John, can we have a stop at the service station? I'm parched. I took off me tea without me tea. You heard the man, Chase. Old mate, sorry, I haven't no mark for the venues of the hard show. I owe you, John, but this is pushing it. Drive us, Mr. Chaz. You will be rewarded. Uh, it's just Chaz, Mister. John, what do you want him called? Don't call him. He's just kind of turned out of the blue. They call you you. Everyone shuts up and Chaz jolts to the motorway. Our visitor melts into the back of the seat shadows. And I remember Rachel. Amazing Rachel. Junkie Rachel. They were living together in a high-rise flat in East Croydon. I went to Alaska for 6 months over the lupus affair. When I got back, she was gone, along with me stereo, the telly, me silver surfers, any old junk she can convert into money. And she'd long since converted the junk into junk. Stupid bitch. Either you, the gents, mind if I put the radio? No. Sometimes I still miss her. I wish I'd realized that she'd nicked the pouch as well, though. The candy colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes in my room every night just to sprinkle stardust. Candy colored clowns, yeah, right. Right. This is it, the Brambles. We'll ask her dad where she's living these days and go and find her. No problems, eh? Her dad's all right. Retired air pilot. Nice man. We'll get your bag back. The pouch is here. How do you know? I know. The pouch is here, and more than the pouch. House is dangerous, Constantine. Chase, stay in the car, roll up the windows, lock the doors, and take off the first sign of trouble, right? John, no buts, mate, for Mrs. hates me as it is. Now let's give her a reason, okay? Rachel was always playing with the pouch. They kept on me to protect it. She'd ask me what the point of having something magic if you don't use it. I knew the answer. I knew she would never understand. Well, there's no answer. It's locked and bolted and alarmed. Let's go around the back. We can smash a window and get in that way. No, we go in by the front door. It smells strange. Part of it reminds me of the month I worked for an undertaker, all flesh and formaldehyde. Weird. It smells more like a hotline to memory. Constantine, this place is not safe for you. Things are free in this house that should not be loose on earth. You must not stay here. No, I'll stick around. I'm intrigued. Anyway, I was fond of Rachel once. She was, the girl of my dreams for a while. The electricity's cut off. There's 6 months of worth of mail on the doormat. What's happening here? Watch out for the human. What do you mean watch out for the It's a dump human. Yes. Is he? Yes. He's alive, after a fashion. He's being eaten by dreams. What happened to him? You need the light. Is that better? Sure. Thanks. I've been out of my depth before. Something tells me there are sharks in these depths. I ought to be running away, but Rachel. Movies, dark old house, horrible menace on the loose. Let's split up. Muffled screams in the darkness. We'll stick together, won't we? Of course. Unthinking, I reach out for the light switch. Yeesh! Christ! This thing on the wall, something wet. And you can see the look in the clouds. They're kind of solid, and the ground below them. That looks really solid. It's a long way to fall. And I'm falling. How did I get here? Memory fills in. The plane on fire. I jumped. I was the pilot? No. The passenger then? I don't want to die. I don't want to fall. I tell myself this is not me falling. It doesn't hurt. It's when you stop. Constantine! Ah! Oh, so real. John, you're here. You were there too. A dream. It was only a dream. It was never only a dream, John Constantine. Here less than some other places. More light. I'm tired. I just woke up. Ken. How'd I get here? Memory fills in. The plane, the fire, or I jumped? Was I the pilot? Was I the pilot? I don't want to die. I don't want to fall. I tell myself it's not the fall. Falling doesn't hurt. It's when you stop. Constantine! So real. John, you're here. It's never only a dream, John Constantine. Here, less than some other places. Jesus! What is this stuff? A human body. What's left of it? Your woman's father, I would surmise. But it's still alive. That's right. I feel sick. The hot dog and coffee I grabbed for dinner trying to fight their way back up for air. How? The pouch. Leave here. Do not disturb. Leave her. Leave the woman. She's ours. The woman. Rachel? She looks like she's through there. Do not disturb us. Do not disturb her. We are from Hungary. We are from Hungary. I don't care who you bloody are. We want to see Rachel. Foolish, foolish. Hear it posture. Hear it threaten. Very foolish. Foolish meat things. Let us through. Who said, who spoke? Not him. Never him. He's gone. All gone. All gone. This has gone far enough. This has gone far enough. You exceeded your bounds. Master? Master? Sorry, sorry, sorry. Do not. Sorry. Chastise, destroy. We thought you were long gone. Yes, yes. Master? Right. Dreams right? And you're really the master? Yes. Thought so. I don't want to think about the smell in here. Pear drops, ketones, sewers, morgues, garbage, hell. Hello? Alive. She's alive. Rachel? John? Is that you? I've had such a wonderful dream. Well, I don't know if if I could show you this. This lady is toe up and she's naked. Dream, dream, dream. Whenever I want to. All I have to do is dream. Jesus, Rachel. Jesus. I have the pouch. The dreams will return to their proper location in time. We can go now. The bag? My bag? But it's not my bag. It hurts. You can't leave her like this. See the sun set in the hand of the man. Why not? Her metabolism was obviously destroyed. The sand was the only thing keeping her alive. She will die soon. Painfully, I would imagine. I said you can't bloody leave her like this. Uh, very well, Constantine. Go outside. But yeah, all right. Rachel. Sweet dreams, love. The veil tears. She feels her flesh flow back into her bones again, and she knows he's waiting for her. John. Hello, love. It's been a long time. Do you miss me then? Ah, bastard. Love you. I know. It's the best possible of all worlds. Well, she's dead. Did she? She died peacefully. She died happy. Yeah, great thanks. We've got your salt and sand back then, so where are you going now? To hell. Hee hee. Aren't we all, mate? Aren't we all? I'll go and wake Chaz up and take back off the smoke. Then got work to do, eh? I'll see you. Goodbye, Constantine. Hey, hang on. Wait a minute, please. Yes. Well, I don't like to ask for favors if they don't owe me something. What are you asking, John Constantine? It's just that ever since Newcastle, the last 10 years, ever since Newcastle, I've been having these nightmares. Bad ones, most nights. And I wondered if you could. I understand very well. Thanks. Ah, one, two, three, four. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her the cutest that I've ever seen. Give her the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell me that my lonesome life is over. That's the end of this one. Wow. So good. Okay, this one is called A Hope in Hell. This is a good story. For the 100th time since I regained it, I reach into the pouch and I touch the sand. I sift through it. I sift through my fingers. I feel each grain inexhaustible, endless. Like myself, like the few others of my kind, endless. Tonight I feel alone. I have always been solitary, but here, on the hot nightward shores of dream, loneliness watches over me in waves, lapping and pulling at my spirit. I sprinkle sand into the waters of the night. The grains burn as they fall, reminding me of another in times long passed away. I watched him even then as he fell, his face undefeated, his eyes still proud. It is time for me to walk the abyss, time to reclaim my own. I must talk to the morning star. I do not have high hopes for the meeting. The wind that blows, oh, this is what it looks like. The wind that blows between the worlds chills me as I fall. I cannot bluff demons as I bluff the errant dreams of with Constantine. I suppose I fail, but I have a pouch. I have a modicum of power. I have hope. And as I stand here alone and afraid in the naked space at the gate of hell, ah, master, there is one at the door, Lord Squatterbloat, master, there's one at the door, at the gate of damnation. This thief, thug, or whore, there's one at the door, and there's room for one more till the end of creation. There's one at the door, at the gate of damnation. Greetings, Squatterbloat. I wish to talk to your master. Take me to him immediately. Oh yes, my clown. Who might you be? I have many names, but I am the king of dreams, of the nightmare realms. I seek Lord Lucifer, the Lord of Hell. So where's your crown? Some demon has stolen it. I have come back to hell to get it back. Oh yes, my clown, you're new in town. So where's your ruby? I will take no insults from you, little demon. I don't know if to take off the maps part.
Owning their betrayal like I mean nothing to them? To my boiled ass sister and her backstabbing fiance. Don't ruin my wedding feast, you want but enough to keep looking.
Oh, wow.
Still know I'm hot. There's no way your mother handed $20 million. CEO of my mom's company, and I have to find a date to my sister's wedding in a week, or she'll lose me. $30,000 to the bank. Wow. Random bar hookup? My sister is really desperate. See what's a dime? What's unless we were dating him so much. Fiona, what the hell are you doing? I am giving you one more chance to fix this. What do you want? Get married yourself. I still can't believe I'm here. Watching my ex marry my sister. Bastards. Flaunting their betrayal like I mean nothing to them? To my boiled ass sister and her backstabbing fee.
I just saw that I was in like a short thing. Okay. Master, there's one at the door. Lord Squatterbotch, Master, there's one at the door. At the gate of damnation. Is it thief, thug, or whore? There's one at the door, and there's room for one more to the end of creation. There's one at the door, at the gate of damnation, huh? Greetings, Squatterblot. I wish to talk to your master, taking me to him immediately. Oh, yes, my clown, and who might you be? I have many names. I am the king of dreams, of nightmare realms. I seek Lord Lucifer, the lord of hell. So where's your crown? Some demon has stolen it, and I've come back to hell to get it back. Oh, yes, my clown, you're new in town. So where's your ruby? I will take no insults from you, little demon. Guard your tongue. Lucifer will not be kind to one who insults an honored guest, and I am a guest in this realm, as I am monarch of my own. Oh, yes, my clown, and who might you be? Back to your gate and duty, Squatterbot. I'll take this dream lord, thus play his guardian. For innocents abroad need guides of note, and who notes more than me? Then Etrigan. Etrigan, yes, Merlin's demon, the half man. I remember you. You're a rhymer now. You've risen in hell's hierarchy, I see. Things change this way. Things change in earth and hell. To rise amongst the fallen, strange and true. As things change, lords, they transmute as well. And if you've changed, O king, then what of you? I've been absent for some time, but changed? Perhaps. All too much. Sandra knew everything and the papers, so I had to. Pills, plastic bag, had to get out. Needed a break. Hurting, hurting. I thought the hurting would stop. The wood of suicides has changed since my last visit to hell. I remember it was a tiny grove. Now it resembles a forest. Hell is changing. Upon your right are souls entombed to a pity, an ugly sight. Never trust a demon. He has 100 motives for anything he does. 99 of them, at least, are malevolent. Etrigan. Chakul, Dream Lord. Oh, one day you would come to me. Free me, my love, please. I greet you, Nada. It pains me to see you like this. Chakul, free me, my lord. You ordered me confined to your forgiveness. Can free me. I implore you. Don't you love me? It's been years, Nada. Yes, I still love you. but I have not forgiven you. Now onward to the city! We do not talk for the rest of the journey to this hell city. Lucifer's palace, it too has changed. It echoes with loss and pain. The last time I came to this place, it was as an honored guest, an envoy from my own kingdom. This time I lack power, I lack symbols of office, but I am still Dream, and the doors of the palace open as we arrive. We travel to the summit, past the vast walls that echo of screams and grunts and sighs and dust. Upstairs that run with sweet blood, at the top of his mansion he waits for us alone. Greetings to you, Lucifer Morningstar. Hello, hello, Dream. Tregan, please leave us. We hear you were caught by the mortals like a newly fledged demon, sweet Morpheus. We expected better of you, still you are here now. Have you come to join forces to ally your realm to ours to acknowledge the sovereignty of hell? You know my views on that, Lightbringer. Yes, yes, we do. Your family are well, I trust. Destiny, death, despair, and others, no matter. We assume this is no social call. What do you want? My helm was stolen from me. I believe one of your demons have it. I would like it back. Now. As if it were only that easy. Things have changed in hell since you were last here. Things have changed? What are you trying to tell me, Lucifer Morningstar? That you no longer rule hell? That the demons no longer follow your rule? Things do not change that much, proud one. Ah, but they do, Morpheus. Lucifer is no longer sole monarch of the Nether regions. This is our co-monarch, Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. We have met, so you spoke the truth, Lord of the Flies. Hell is now a demivirate. But no, it's still triumvirate, as you will join us shortly. He's the third Lord of Hell. Some years ago, the dark shadow creature came forth to challenge heaven. The episode ended, perhaps, in a stalemate. But the civil war in hell that ensued tipped the precarious balance of power. We rule in coalition now, Azel, Beelzebub, and I. Three kings in darkness. I am Azel. Welcome, Dream King. Hell is a triumvirate. Things change indeed. Very well. I seek a demon who has stolen my helm of office. I wish it back. Which demons then? Name it, and then we will bring it here. There are more than 1,000,000 demons after all. I do not know the demon's name. Then let us summon all of them to tell and meet the vastly plains of hell. Oh, this is cool. He summoned every demon. There now, Dream King, tell us, which demon has your helmet? I look at the demons. Some I recognize from nightmares. Others have passed through the dream world in the past. But there are so many. One of you has my helm. Mask of pure dream. I crafted it myself in the bones of a dead god. It is one of my tools. Ah, that one. Chronozon, a duke of hell, one of the Beelzebubs. Well, Chronozon, does Dream speak truly? Do you indeed have his mask of office? What if I have? You may not talk to us that way, Corazon. Have you helmet? Return it to me now. Yes, I traded it from a mortal for a paltry thing, but it was a fair trade. I've broken none of the laws of hell. If you want your precious, then you must fight me for it. A challenge. I do not know if I'm strong enough. I truly do not know. Very well. I challenge you, Corazon. So, the challenge, I chose the battlefield. I assert reality. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another thrill-packed evening of fun, fun, fun here in the Hellfire Club. This is insane artwork. Tonight, for your entertainment and this election, a formal challenge. As a challenge, I set the meter and take the first move, and the challenger is Dream. Once the master of the sleep realm, let's have a big hand from Mr. Sandman. It has been long since I was forced to play such games with demons. I rise slowly, approach the stage. Around me, soft surreal sounds of languorous, ironic applause. The Hellfire Club. It feels like a bad joke. And like everything else in hell, it is deadly serious. You know the rules, Dreamlord. If you win, I will return your helmet. If you lose, you will serve as a plaything of hell for eternity, our slave. Very well. I have the first move. I am a direwolf, prey stalking, lethal prowler. My move. I am hunter horse, wolf stabbing. I smell spilt alcohol, stale smoke, cheap sex, perfume, and mold. And I feel the grass beneath my hooves and the flames beneath my legs. All is real. Nothing is real. Trorin's move. I'm horsefly, horse singing, hunter throwing. There are many ways to lose the oldest game: failure of nerve, hesitation, being able to shift into a defensive shape, lack of imagination. I'm spiderfly, consuming, eight-legged. I'm a snake, spider devouring, poison tooth. I am an ox, snake heavily crushing, heavy footed. I feel the snake writhe between my hooves, its spine crushed. I'm an anthrax butcher, Bacarium, warm life destroying. I change direction, but I'm still old Gambit, I think. I think I understand how Corazon plays and how I can turn against him. I think I'll abandon the offensive. I'm a workspace floating, life nurturing. I am a nova, all exploding, planet cremating. I'm the universe, all things encompassing, all life embarrassing. I'm anti-life, the beast of judgment. I'm the dark of the end of everything, the end of the universe, gods, worlds, of everything. And what will you be, Dream Lord? I am hope. Oh, then I I I don't know. Where are the twins? Where are the agony and ecstasy? And take this pathetic creature from our sight. Demonstrate to him to our displeasure. Be here and obey, Lord. No, not this. King Beelzebub, liege, protect me, please. Psst. Here, Dream Master, this is your helmet. You've won it fairly. Take it. I thank you. The kings of hell are honorable. I'll remember this. Honorable? You joke surely. Look around you, Morpheus. The million lords of hell stand arrayed before you. Tell us why we should let you leave. Helmet or no, you have no power here. What power you have of dreams in hell? You say I have no power? Perhaps you speak truly. But you say that dreams have no power? Tell me, Lucifer, Morning Star, ask yourselves, all of you, what power would hell have if those here imprisoned were not able to dream of heaven? Silently they move aside, unable to meet my gaze. And walking steadily, my helm by my side, I take leave of hell, my hopes fulfilled. One day, my brothers, one day I will destroy him. There's an epilogue in this one. Hey, D, Destiny, whatever your name is. Afraid I got some bad news for you, geek. Huzoon seen to see your mother's croak. She's dead. She seems she wanted you to have this. Thank you, Mother. It's just what I always wanted. This is creepy. It's like an eyeball. Okay, and so now we're in Passengers. Turn up. And now it's 2:15 a.m., April 1st, and the funeral march for Marionette tells us that Alfred Hitchcock presents another twisty tale for you all late-night Gotham viewers. Ba-bum! Papampati. Good evening, fellow tourists. I think that proves that some ways the airplane can never replace a train. Hee. Barwick here is so good. Okay. Surprise! It's only me. And now, don't tell anybody else about this. There's nothing like a good hanging to scare people witless. I'll stick out my tongue and I'll be white as a sheet, and they'll look up at me, and then I'll go, April Fool! Fear of pain is algophobia. I don't know what fear of hanging is called. You're the doctor, aren't you? Some people are afraid of doctors. It's called itropophobia. Dr. Destiny, aren't you meant to be locked up downstairs? Shh. You mustn't tell anyone. I'm escaping. My mother died. She gave me her amulet. It keeps people safe from things. She told me that she gave me my ruby too. But now she's dead. Shall I tell you what I'm going to do? Tell me. I'm going to get the ruby back, the matter, the option. And then when I drive everybody in the whole wide world mad, then they'll make me king. Sounds scary. Have a nice time. You must promise when you get back to tell me all about it. You don't understand. I'm going to rule the world or destroy it. I'm not coming back, yes. But we always come back here. It's so scary outside. If you see the Joker, tell him to hurry back. It is an April Fool's Day without his little jokes. I'm going to do my best. I left another next door. Kick me. Yes, I see. It's very funny. Bye. Hello, I'm going to find my ruby. You're going to drive me. I'll tell you where to stop. Trust me. I'm a doctor. I flee past the gray borders, down the darkling road to the long shadows. I skirt the fire pits and lose myself in the heart of the Armageddon. It doesn't matter where I go, all roads lead back to Granny. Happiness is the heart. That's Granny's. Rip your heart out for Granny. Granny loves you. Granny loves me. So she has to then bind me in chains, encase my feet in concrete. She wraps me tight in her love and her choice. She ties me with steel and granite. I've been a bad little boy. I said a bad thing. I left her. And this is what they do to bad little boys. They put him in the murder machine. This is so funny. I leave the coffin behind me. I sidestep the knives, leap through the flames. The bomb explodes, but I'm not where I was. The floor vanishes. I do not fall in the acid pit. I reach the womb, the exit, the box. It's the last trap. Somehow I know that. The last exit. All I have to do is type my name, my real name, my true name, and the door will open. I will be scot-free. Zepp and Bravo and Weldon all hang in mourning. Lois never escaped the Armageddon, the black blood of a bygone decade crusted on their necks. Your name, they say. Tell us your name and we'll let you go. Ariel hangs there, sweet Ariel, my first love, her feet burned away and her eyes churning with maggots. What do I call you? She asked me. Not scot free. Scot free was just Granny's joke. What's your name, love? I don't know. I'm gonna die. It's over, child. You can wake now. I open my eyes in the strange room, and for a moment I don't know where I am. This disorientation passes. A bedroom in the GLI embassy in Manhattan, a long way from Ocopolis. It was only a dream. But if it was only a dream, what are you doing here? And who are you? You want a name, Scot Free? I am a friend. I've come to reclaim something of mine. A ruby. Turn left here. Listen, Buster, I'm warning you. You lay a finger on me and I'll so help I'll try anything. My husband's a mafia hitman and he'll kill you. So you don't even think about it. Oh, God, don't kill me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that. Sorry. Aha. So you escaping from prison? No, from Ark Madhouse. Oh, Jesus. My mother died last week. She was very old. That was when I knew I had to get away from that place. Oh, I'm sorry. Say, why aren't you wearing anything? They took my clothes away. They were scared I would kill myself. Hang myself with a shirt, perhaps. Aren't you cold? Yes, very cold. Well, there's an old coat of Harry's and my husband's in the back. Why don't you put it on? You must be freezing. A coat? That's very nice of you. I'd like to wear a coat. Thank you. Okay, I've searched the old Justice League of America files, and I think we found it. Should be up on the screen in any second. There you go. Taken from some psycho calling himself the Dr. Destiny. He was using it to affect people's dreams, make nightmares real, that kind of thing. It was kept in the trophy room on a satellite. Where is the satellite? And my ruby? Space junk. Destroyed. I mean, could have been destroyed. Could have been moved to the Detroit Fortress or the Secret Sanctuary, or you don't know. Not a clue. Somebody must know. Yeah, is this the kind of thing that's going to happen every time I stay here overnight? Don't answer that. Let me see. Batman? Nope. It's 3 a.m. He'll be at work. Who else is in the old? Oh, got it. Let's go wake him up. What's your name? Rosemary. Rosemary. That's for remembering. So, what should I call you? I used to call myself Destiny, Dr. Destiny. It wasn't my name. My mother called me John, Johnny Boy, Dream Boy. I was a real doctor, not a medical one, a scientist one. Now I'm just Dr. D, Dr. John D. John, I got some sandwiches in the lunch pail behind my seat if you're hungry. No, no, thank you. I'm never very hungry anymore. Look, John, I'm a nurse. You can tell me. I won't freak. Is it the big A? Big A? AIDS? Helpers? AIDS, the disease. Is that why you look like you do? Where have you been for the last 5 years? Locked up in the darkness, in the maximum security cell in the basement of Arkham. Oh, I should have. Sorry. They put me there and they forgot about me. John, who's this they you keep talking about? The police? No. I did foolish things to gravity, to identity. I traded their faces with their enemies. I pretended I was one of their number. The costumes, the heroes, the Justice League of America. Who, John? Yeah, I remember them. They've changed now. They're international, embassies and stuff. Now they're the JLI. As you say, it was a long time ago. Knock knock. Scott, do you know what time it is? I hope this is important. Yeah, sorry. I know it's nearly 4, but you're the only member of the GLA who's still around. We've got a visitor. You, Lord Zorro, I greet you humbly. May you guard us in the darkness and on the pathway through waking hours and protect us from the dreams from the flame of your wrath. A Martian? I thought you were eons gone. I'm the last of my race. I think my groceries were just delivered, y'all. Okay, let me get my groceries real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Scott? Knock, knock, knock. Do you know what time it is? I hope this is important. Yeah, sorry, I know. It's nearly 4, John. But you're the only member of the old GLA that we still got around. We got a visitor. You! Lord Zorro, I greet you humbly. May I guard us in darkness and on the pathway between waking hours and protect us in dreams from the flame of your wrath. A Martian? I thought your kindness were eons gone. I am the last of my race. I seek a ruby, last Martian. It was down to your kind as the Dorilar, the stone of the binding. I was taken from a human, kept as a souvenir. Where is it now? What happened to the old GLA trophies, John? That stuff, it's in storage. I thought it might be kind of nice to put it on display somewhere, but it's kind of hockey. Where? Warehouse, upstate Gotham, a little town called Mayhew. I can get you the exact address. There's no need. Thank you, last Martian. If you wish, you may dream of the 5 vocative mirrors. I thank you both. I hope you find your name scot-free. Good night. An old god, a very old god. Come on, scot-free. Let us hit the kitchen. I have a secret stash of Oreos that you're welcome to partake. Mother said, if you're going to be a criminal, John, you are not going to bring shame on the family name. I had to change it. I called myself Destiny. D is for destiny. Now Mother's dead, it doesn't matter anymore. Now I can be D again. D is for lots of things: death, dust, darkness, demons. Yeah, well, speaking as a mother of 2 little girls, John, either of them announced that they wanted to be master of criminals. I tell them to change their names. Make a change from telling Amy and Jesse to tidy up the rooms, I suppose. I am not a black magician. I didn't say you were, John. I know, not you. The others, scientists. I'm a Hermaic philosopher. And scientist, too, truly. If I wasn't a scientist, I wouldn't have done what I did with the ruby. Do you know what dreams are made of, Rosemary Kelly? Made of? They're just dreams. No, they aren't. People think of dreams aren't real because they aren't made up of matter, of particles. Dreams are real, but they're made up of viewpoints, of images, of memories, of puns, and lost hopes. The ruby seems to turn them into matter. It forces them to translate themselves into forms we can recognize in this world. It also controls dreams in the raw state. Your dreams, anybody's dreams. I don't know where Mother got the ruby from. She had the lucky charm as well. She wouldn't give me that, not while she lived. I built machines that the ruby powered. Then I built machines in my dreams, but they stopped my dreaming, so I had to use the ruby directly. I coded security into the class. I changed its resonance. I irradiated it. I forced flaws. I isolated from its original power source, whatever, or whoever that was. I made it more real. I changed it. It isn't the ruby, really. It's a solid dream. It's the only dream I have. Nobody else can use it anymore. Nobody but me. And we're close to it now. I want to drink in its light, to drink in the light of my ruby. I am a passenger. I'm moving through your dreams. I am riding in your dreams. I ride on dragon back from Manhattan. The dragon is made of riveted iron and smells of cotton candy. I travel briefly by bus in the back of the dreamer copulates desperately, not noticing his autonomous passenger. I sit at the front and talk to the driver. Approaching the state of Delaware, the dreamer is a small dog dreaming impatiently of a past life long forgotten. We sailed tall ships across uncharted seas. The salt spray of the ocean strings my face. I'm moving through dreams, pulling toward the Mayhew, feeling for the jewel. Through your dreams, my sleeping children, you had a passenger, and you never knew. This is so cool. At last. Yes, I'm sure this is the place. Okay, John. Listen. I hope it all goes okay, you know? John, keep the coat. Harry won't mind. I hate to think of you wandering around freezing. Get help, okay? Thank you, Rosemary. Rosemary? Your husband, Harry, is he really a hitman? Harry? Oh, God, no. It's just something I said when I was, scared you were dangerous or crazy or something. Harry's a high school teacher. Oh, well, I don't suppose it would have made any difference. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Hello, my baby. Did a naughty man try and use my baby? He didn't know you were mine these days. All mine, every glint and facet. Oh, baby, you feel even more powerful than before. Where'd the extra energy come from? Have you been fickle? Have you been with someone else? Doesn't matter, darling. We're together again. It's all that counts. So, go to my little love. Touch the world, eat their hearts and poison their dreams, rip their nightmares into daylight, scum their sleep. Yes. Hello, miss. I would like a cup of coffee while I wait. Sure, hon, that'll be 50 cents. What are you waiting for? Oh, the usual. The end of the world. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. This was fun. I didn't get to finish the book completely, but I'm gonna finish it on my own, and I'll be doing a book review on my